Let's go over to Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Brad, looking like a gorgeous day out there.
Yeah, beautiful day. A little warm for this time of year, but it's still a gorgeous Monday. We got a great view from our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network up at Lake Norman. You could see the traffic there on I-77 in the background. Great sunset shaping up this evening, but we're getting into that time of the year where we're keeping a close eye on the fall color report. Starting to get some low colors, really patchy. Was up at Grandfather Mountain last week. Vanessa was up in the mountains this weekend reporting, yeah, some patchy color here and there. Some of the best colors right there south of Waynesville. Got a report of maybe some moderate color there, but you got to get above about 4,500 feet right now. But anytime in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see great color because it's all elevation dependent. Oftentimes people ask me, when's the best time to go to the mountains? Literally any time in October, because depending on where you are, you're going to look at different elevations and different depths into the valley. I like seeing a little transition of different colors. So depending on where you're going to see color just about every weekend, because this color will work its way down from the highest elevations to the lowest elevations over the next month or so. These warm days and cool nights help out. We're going to see some cooler days, though, in the middle of the week, thanks to cloud cover and that northeast wind helping us out with some less sunshine. Not so much cooler temperatures, but more so just that we're not going to see sunshine. Now, I'd love to get some rain because we're really dry. In fact, this week's drought monitor is going to be very telling to see how bad the drought is starting to expand in areas, especially across the Piedmont. The mountains, you're doing okay, but in the Piedmont, we've got some moderate drought conditions. A few pop-up showers possible on Wednesday, but there's just not a lot of widespread rain. We haven't seen a tropical system get up into the western Carolinas or a stalled front, which this time of year typically gives us the soaking rain going into the autumn. Look at the 7-day rainfall forecast. I mean, bone dry. So it is not, there's not boding well for seeing some rainfall. That's why I think the drought monitor will see an expansion in the next week or so. In the tropics, keeping an eye out there. We're still in the peak of the season out there. We got a couple of systems. This one in the Gulf, no worry. Two systems out there. Obviously, Tropical Storm Philippe. This one is going to meander for a while as it pushes off to the north and west. Not anticipated to threaten the U.S. We'll keep an eye on it. The system behind it has a 90% chance of development. It will likely become Rena in the next couple of days here as we're working our way down the list as we get into October. Typically, October, we start to see a lot of activity in the Caribbean South, less so in the United States. All depends on the steering currents. Now, humidity-wise, not only was it warm today, tad humid. Same story for tomorrow and Wednesday. We will see some drier air going into the weekend. But if you're looking for October to usher in some really cool air, don't expect to see that. Now, these are the temperatures compared to average. So we're expecting temperatures to be above the averages, which by the weekend will be in the upper 70s. So anything close to 80 and above will keep us above average. But as I mentioned, very dry pattern. Not a lot of rain, no cold fronts. So when you're not seeing cold fronts, you're not seeing cooler air, and you're certainly not going to see rainfall. So those warm, dry conditions kind of go hand in hand. Here's a look at the forecast tomorrow in the mountains, city by city. Temperatures will be in the 60s. The foothills, northwest Piedmont, down into the low 70s. Because of the cloud cover, we'll likely see highs about 5 degrees cooler than today. Still kind of muggy out there, honestly, for this time of year because of that higher dew point. Here's your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Two things to notice. 70s for this entire week. Morning lows in the 50s mainly. Not a lot of rain. 20% chance tomorrow and Wednesday. Let's go 10 days into the future. I just don't see any rainfall widespread-wise in the next 10 days. So the drought could become a serious issue here in the next 7 to 10 days.
There's going to be some parched lawns out there for sure. All right, Brad, thank you.